Okay, London Taylor, you talk absolute shit. I've just seen that video. Someone's linked it to me. Okay, so first of all, you said, "Oh, I booked a flight that was £129." No, I've never told you I've booked a flight, let alone a flight that's £129. So you've literally pulled that from the cow's ass. That's the first thing. And you was begging me for Pat Mustard's pictures the other day, and I told you that I only have one and it's on Monty's channel, and then he was like, "Oh, yeah," and then you said, "Unsub for me now, unsub for me now. I'll surprise you, mate. Listen, don't come on my phone trying to intimidate me and dictate to me because you don't scare me one little bit at all. You do not scare me one little bit. So don't come on here trying to fucking demand and dictate like I'm scared of you because I'm fucking not. So don't. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to, bruv? I was out. I was busy. I've got a life, unlike you on here. Yous on here. You just sat there all day talking to men about other men behind your little fake accounts, you fucking weirdos. And then you said, oh, about, that I expect people to come to my mum's house. Now, is that what you got the arsehole over? Because I was saying that to you on the other phone. It is an excuse. I'm not a hard man. I don't claim to be a hard man. I'm not a big man. I don't claim to be. But if I knew where someone lived and I was as obsessed as these people were, anybody would just go on that person's door. You can say they live with their mum and you can use all of these stupid, lame excuses that I've heard 1,000 times, but you're making yourself look stupid in the process because it's stupid. You would just go on someone's door. Anybody would just go on someone's door. And you say that, oh, I expect people to come to my mum's door. And another thing is, in my defense, yous are the ones that have started issues with me, started the violence talk, saying, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Yous are the ones that started it. So me turn around and saying, I'll come to my house, come to my door, that's fine because you've lot has actually started it. Second of all, right, you're wrong again because I've gone live in my area for hours, out my area for hours. I've been out of London live for hours. What was the excuse then? Oh, what, people don't live in London? There is people in this community that live in London that has issues with me. So don't give me that bullshit. Because I've caught him. I've literally caught them in other chats saying where they live. So don't give me that bullshit. So people won't come to your door. You go live 5 times in different areas for hours, and nobody shows up, even though you've gave them you've let them know in advance. That is painting a big picture as to what this community is about, London Taylor. When you have gone live for hours and hours, and people know where you live, and no one's doing nothing, that is painting a big picture, my man. That is painting, and that's why I don't waste my time with these disabled people. You say, because I've done it before. I've gone live, I've gone here, I've gone there. I went to Mark's last week for an hour, calling him, he didn't want to know. I've had it many times with big people on here. Oh, I'll meet you, and then when I call their bluff, they're nowhere to be seen or they run away. I don't care about, listen, another thing is, right, you say that, oh, I'm a pussy because I don't want to meet anyone. No, I don't want to meet anyone because I know they're not going to show up because I've gone live many times and they've not shown up. They know where I've lived, they've not shown up. So I have a track record of failing at this, like at these people not showing up. So why would I do it again? It doesn't make any sense. You go live, they don't show up. You go live again, they don't show up. You go live again, they don't show up. You leave London, they don't show up. Literally, I had to almost beg somebody to meet me when I was out of London. And all of these people, I've been out of cities where I know people have lived. People still haven't met you. So why would I waste my money and time again to do the same thing to prove the same people wrong for it just to go around in circles again? It doesn't make any sense. It does not make any fucking sense. Like, these people are not worth the spit that comes out of my mouth, let alone my youth, my money, my energy. If I say, for example, I go somewhere tomorrow and I waste all my money going to them, okay, fair enough. What have I proved? Things that I already know, that they're pussies. I'm proving the same shit as I proved the last 6-7 times I've done it, that no one's going to show up. Okay, say, for example, I go, I don't know, 200 miles away and I waste my money, my youth, my time. These people are still going to go against me because they're jealous arseholes. I'm not going to gain any credit by people that don't like me now. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about any of these people. I don't need to waste my money, my time on these disabled people and give them what they want. I can just sit back and kick it whilst they're still obsessed with me and I'm living the life that they will never live. So what are you talking about being a pussy, You name me one person, other than myself, that has gone to someone's work, literally confronted them, gone on someone's door, gone out of London many, many times, left London, gone live out of London. You name me one person but me. You can't. And you name me one person that's shown up. No one. That paints a picture. Yeah? It's simple. It's as simple. And why you keep talking about, oh, we arrange it. There's no such thing as arrangements. Someone's in a city that you live in or nearby. They gave you hours in advance. You can get to them if you were that bad. You spend all these people on here spend all their life and time talking about how they want you hurt and how they want to do this and how they want to do that, but no one's doing nothing. You know, so it's like, what the fuck? You know, who arranges a fight? That's so jailbait. Who arranges fights? You don't arrange a fight. That people have done that like 30 years ago. People don't arrange fights with people. People do not arrange fights. That's not real life, mate. People, that's not even how it starts on fucking world star hip hop. People don't arrange fights with people. So when you're saying, oh, they didn't come to you because they didn't arrange it. I had that with somebody before in fucking out of London. I'm not going to name them because they're irrelevant. But I had it before when I've gone to cities for hours on end. And then as soon as I come back, oh, we arranged it. Like, I've had that so many times. That's why I do not argue with these disabled people. Because I know that I've left London, I've gone live in my area, out my area, and people know where I've lived. You know, if anybody was going to do something, they would have done it. It would have happened already. They would have come to where I live. They would have got me in my area. They would have got me out my area. They would have got me way out my area, and they haven't because they're pussies. So I don't need to waste my money on these people. You know, they say that I've got anxiety. Excuse me. I've got anxiety and this, that, and I'm disabled. Okay. Well, you could have said that to my face when I was live for fucking 5 hours in and out of London, but you never, because you're a bunch of pussies. You know, think of it, we've got Ubers. Yeah, we've got Ubers. Think of it like this, right? Do you know that time Mark showed up to somewhere I told him I weren't meeting him? Yeah, I told him I weren't meeting him because I had no money and I weren't going to meet him there anyways. I had no money. I was gambling the night before. Literally before that, I told him I weren't meeting him and he showed up in a place in his area. Yeah, in his fucking area. What's that all about? And then when I go to his area that same day for an hour, he doesn't want to know, you know? He's turned up somewhere where he has told me, he even said that he's not going to meet me anymore. Then he's turned up. So don't give me these excuses as to when I was live. Oh, well, they don't live in London. They do. A lot of them do live in or around London, bruv. Do you know how many places there are that is just outside of London? You know, loads of places. You're telling me nobody could have got an Uber. Nobody could have got a train. Get the fuck out of here, bruv. Get the fuck out of here. All of these people live on YouTube all day talking to men about men because they're faggots. There is some decent people in there, you know. Then people know who they are. You know, I'm not talking about everyone. So don't give me excuses. If I've gone live and I've done this and I've done that and still no one's met me and still no one's come to where I live and people still have not met me when I've left where I've lived, that tells you about this community. End of. So it's as simple as that. So I don't know why you keep saying, oh, I'm not wasting my time and money on these people anymore. I refuse to. I refuse to. Yeah, I fucking refuse to. The only reason I'm not deleting my account is because there's a few decent people on there that I talk to. And I'm subscribed to so many things on there that's unrelated to this community. So, you know, who's done what I've done? Who has done arranging a fight does not mean nothing. Arranging does not mean nothing. It does not. You tell me why not one of these people have come to where I've lived in 2 years. Not one of these people have shown up when I've gone live in my area and out my area. You tell me why. Oh, they don't live in London. Bollocks. Absolutely bollocks. Have you ever heard the saying, killing 2 birds with 1 stone? That's exactly what I was doing on these occasions, right? So when you're sat there saying, well, what was it? What did you say again? Oh, you know, that's killing about arranging it. If you arrange something with one person, it's just going to go around in circles. You go, you prove them wrong, and then it just goes round in circles again. Somebody else will call you out miles away. And then you go and show them up and waste your money again. How many times does it have to happen till you get the point and you can see the picture of what this community is? You know, it's what it is, man. Like, I've done it before. wasted my money, wasted my time. And these people have never done the same thing. No one's ever travelled to come to London and see me. No one's got me when I was live and gave people the front heads up where I was going to be. Because they're cowards. They're pussies. So, yeah. So I'm not talking about meeting anybody on here ever again. I know they're full of shit. I know a certain person's not going to turn up. So I'm done. I'm not even talking about it anymore. Unless somebody comes to my area and starts shit. Like, proper start shit. Then I'll go out. But other than that, I am not stepping foot out of this house to meet anybody out of this area again. I've wasted enough money, enough time for people to come out with excuses. It's boring. I already know. I've proved it. I've proved it more than 3 times, which is stupid because after the second time you should get the hint. And no one's done nothing. I've even gone to people's area where they've made 10 videos on me a day and they still haven't met me. You know, that should tell you about this community. Nobody is ever going to meet you. Let them wind themselves up. Let them talk about me all day. Let them moan and whine and bitch and project their life onto other people. That's fine. That's good. It's all well and good, bro. I don't care. But yeah, it's not called being a pussy. I have done more on this community than anybody ever would and ever have and ever would. So please stop saying, "Oh well, it's your mum's house." Yeah, it was also my mum's house when I left the area miles and miles away and gone live. And was bad-mouthing people and no one done a fucking thing. That was also my mum's house, wasn't it? You fucking full of excuses. These people in here are full of excuses. Please do not entertain these people. Like, this is my last video on this now. About fighting and meeting and all of this and all of that. Because I'm just going to ignore it. I'm not even going to block people. I'm just going to ignore it. Because it's boring. It's fucking boring. For any normal person that's watching this, right? If you had a problem with someone, and not even a hard man, right? Just not a fat, disabled, fucking autistic cunt like these are on here. If you had a problem with someone, wouldn't you just go on their fucking door? Or would you just got them when they were alive? Because I'm sure, I know I would. And I'm sure a lot of other people would. But these people have just got bare excuses. Bare excuses. So I'm tired of it. So, yeah. I'm not meeting anybody. I don't care who calls me out. I don't care what they say, what they do. I am not meeting anybody. I'm not wasting my time, and I'm not wasting my money or time or energy on any of these people, even if my life depended on it. So there's no point talking about fighting because you're not going to get the time of day off me. You know, you go live, you leave London, nobody meets you. It's painting a picture. You know, I am done talking about fighting and meeting. I am sorry. Go and fucking find some other clown that will fucking entertain you. You know? Anyways, London Taylor, you're full of shit.